And we are once again with one of my incredible clients. I'm going to just ask him to introduce himself and explain why he came here to the Hypnosis Center.
Yes, my name is Joe Drapo. I came to the Hypnosis Center because I had an extreme phobia of snakes, just to the point where it was starting to affect my life, take up a lot of bandwidth in my thoughts, and just make day-to-day life more of a struggle. I live in an area where I often have snakes in my yard, which is had started to take a toll on my quality of life, essentially, on being able to just freely move about without always thinking about seeing a snake, being scared of a snake. And the reaction I would have was very extreme. I would pretty much don't want to say lose control, but couldn't process seeing a snake, dealing with the scare, and then uh, going on from there. I instantly removed myself from any situation, and it was almost debilitating.
And you pointed out to me you really like the outdoors a lot too.
Yeah, absolutely. I was born and raised in an area where that's all you could do is do things outside, and I spend 90% of my time when I'm not working outside in some capacity.
Yeah. So we've worked together. This is 3 sessions. What's your experience been like?
Yeah, so this was our third session. Once they're all spaced a week apart and everything, it was fantastic from the beginning, from the very first session. It's a very comfortable situation to be in, and after the sessions, even after the first session, you just instantly feel uh, a switch, almost a change. It's just kind of almost like a guided discovery or a reinvigoration of something. So even after the first session, I wasn't going to go out and be Steve Irwin, the snake wrangler, but just being in a day to day situation where I I know I used to have a nervousness about myself in a situation. I noticed right away that wasn't there. And then even in a situation where I was in my yard taking my dog out, we encountered a snake and I saw it and qualified it and moved on. There was no reaction. And then the biggest reaction I had was my mind processing, there should have been something there. Why, what didn't happen? What was different there? And that was the biggest thing that we had to work on. And there, in the second and third session, that kind of came up and we worked on that too. It was a very unique experience and it was very successful.
That's excellent. So people are going to ask you what it's like to be hypnotized. How do you describe this whole experience to somebody?
Sure. So I will start by saying this was the first time I had ever been hypnotized, and I don't know if I even told you from the beginning. I was always a skeptic of it, not for any real reason, just that that was a preconceived notion I had. But I came in with a very open mind because I wanted this very badly. So the, the misconceptions I had coming in is that you're completely out, you're not with it. You're there the whole time. Sometimes you get very relaxed and have a little bit of a lapse, but you're there in control the whole time, and it's a very relaxing moment of clarity where you are just that the only thing going on at that time is what you're thinking and what we're communicating about. It is the most in control and relaxed I've felt most of the time.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. You did so well. I am deeply proud of you. You've had your experience with snakes and you realize, oh, I'm fine. That's excellent.
Multiple times.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience. This has been great. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everything. I couldn't be happier. I appreciate it.